WTFSutter number 12? 12? 12? I'm getting a shot of the napalm. Okay. I don't know why. I shaved. Here we go. Question is, let's see, it's from Reba Hayes. Reba, as in Reba. Here's my question. How did you come up with the female lead characters of the show, Gemma, Tara? Were they inspired by women you met in the MC world, or were they inspired by women you knew in real life? They are two of the realest women characters on TV, and I would like to thank you for making them so badass. Can't wait for season 4. You know, it's interesting. It happened in, really just became aware of it as season 1 kind of broke and got into the run of the show, that people started asking me about, you know, all the, you know, female characters in the show and writing for women, and was that your intent, and you know, to write for, you know, a female audience, and it was very interesting because it was never my intent going into it was, hey, I want to create all these strong female characters as well. You know, there were counterpoints obviously in the Hamlet archetype of obviously of Gertrude and the Gemma character and the love interest of Tara. But it was never my intent in terms of, well, gee, I really want to write, you know, these women characters that are as strong as the male characters. But I think just by nature of the world and by nature of the circumstances that these characters became, I guess you could say badass, but they became, you know, very strong, and I think that's true. I think my experience, and these characters are not based on anybody I know. I'm sure there's facets of their personalities that I've taken from different people I know, but they're really, you know, my experience is that the women that are in this life, they're really, you know, they're you know, the families themselves are very strong familial units, meaning that, you know, that was the thing that I was struck by when I started doing my research on the world, was that, you know, not only was the club a tight-knit, really supportive unit, is that the families that these guys came from were very similar in dynamic, that they were very tight-knit, and their associations with other members' families and wives were very close-knit, so that the you know, the auxiliary impact of being a member of the club really informed their social and community circumstances, if that makes sense. So, you know, so as a result of being associated with these men, I just think that the women by nature have to be strong and supportive, and really, you know, as we see on the show, put up with a lot of circumstances that that most perhaps wives and girlfriends don't have to put up with, and I think as a result of that, they became very strong characters. And I will say that I'm also blessed that I have, you know, I really, and yes, not just because I'm married to one of them, but you know, I'm very blessed that I have very strong actresses playing these roles who, you know, ultimately take what's a 7 on the page and turn it into a 10 on the screen, and you know, they are the ones really that are able to you know, really make these characters sing and make them so potent, Katie and Maggie. Man, just another really long fucking answer to a very simple question. I think we're going to do, we have Kim Coates we're doing an interview with for this week, and I'm heading down to Comic-Con Sunday, kind of doing a drive-by. Going down Sunday, but we're going to do a special What the Fuck Sutter from Comic-Con, and I'm going to try to do it in the midst of the auditorium, hopefully with thousands of people, and we'll see how insane that is. Chances are I'll end up doing it in a closet somewhere because I'll be having a fucking panic attack. So that's it. Keep watching. iPhone app, Android app will be out, I swear, will be out in the next 7 to 10 days. I think I can say that. Yes, it'll be out probably first week of August. I know I said July, but there's been a couple of hurdles, but it'll be out very soon. So stay tuned. The first episode is called Payphone. It's awesome. Thanks.